R&B Money. We up. Thanks. Valentine. We are the authorities on all things R&B.
My name is Tank.
I'm Valentine.
And this is the R&B Money Podcast.
Why are you doing your
I don't know.
your
I'm
hand
just saying.
like that?
The authority on all things R&B.
You about to be acted up. Like,
Yeah.
I see where this is going.
We got some of the essence
yes.
in the building.
Yeah.
Huh? You know when they get elegant.
It's very elegant.
You know when they get sexy and sassy.
Yeah,
Huh? You know when they get grown.
yeah, Claire is here. She's here.
So grown woman in the building.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Real singing.
Yeah. Real black woman.
Real writing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
I don't want to labor before you long on no intro. Because I want to talk to Teedra Moses. That's who I want to talk to. I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, you better turn it on. Yeah, you better turn it on.
Here we go. Niggas just stole my water.
Y'all crazy.
Nigga need to thirsty quick.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I just think that you're just dope.
Thank you.
I think that you're just awesome, and I think that I don't even think you even have to do anything. I think you just have a presence about you, and a disposition that is just like, yeah, yep. That's what it's supposed to be. That's,
Thank you.
and it's like when those comparisons happen from the tiny desk, it was like, ooh.
Do you see that for real?
What?
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Mm-mm. Not at all.
Yeah. Yep.
They used to tell my mother she looks like Claire Huxtable when we were little.
It was like, what if Claire Huxtable could sing? There she go.
Claire Huxtable probably can.
Claire Huxtable,
can
you know
sing.
what?
Yeah, I'm about to
I
say.
should think
She
about
can
it.
sing.
I'm about to
She
say.
probably can.
She
Yeah.
can sing.
Claire's probably in the choir.
Yeah.
But she's
She
singing
can
lead.
sing. Yeah, she has songs out.
You know what? Fair comparison.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a
Yeah.
thing.
But we all have someone that people think.
But again, it goes back to that energy.
Yes, 'cause
Right?
that's the other thing. It matches.
It's
It
that
matches.
energy.
You think?
Look, listen,
Yeah.
all this you're
I
doing
don't
right
think
now.
y'all know me.
No. But
Claire Huxtable is
no.
not really.
But we're not talking about just Claire Huxtable.
Okay,
We're
yes.
talking about Felicia
With
Rashad.
Felicia
Rashad, yes.
Rashad.
Yeah,
'Cause
Debbie
listen,
Allen's sister.
First of
Yes.
all,
You know what I'm saying?
She ain't doing
they
too
done-
much acting.
I'm sure they done whooped a couple girls
Yeah,
back
yeah.
where they from.
yeah,
Them two.
yeah.
For
Too cute
sure.
to fight. I don't fight.
Nothing to
Nah,
be played
don't do
with.
all that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You gonna tell somebody something about themselves. I know what you gonna do. Let's go back to the beginning. Can we go back to the beginning?
Of course.
Can we get into where all this starts for Teedra Moses? Who points this out? Who tells you or affirms you that you have a gift?
You know, my mama did.
Hmm.
My mama used to always, and I wasn't even thinking about singing. My mother used to tell me these songs I should sing when I make my album. You should cover this song. Or she would say, make sure you don't get all those cavities in your mouth, because it is so disgusting when those ladies be on camera and they're singing, they open their mouth and all that black stuff is in their mouth.
You know what?
I wasn't
That's
thinking
great.
about any of this stuff.
I wasn't
wanted to
thinking
rap.
about that either. You wanted
to
to
rap.
do what?
I want to be a rapper. But I think a lot of the greatest songwriters, they have that, especially of our era, have that thing in them where you kind of can just come off the top of your head. So I wanted to rap, and when I first started doing music, I wanted to do it more aggressively than what actually came out. But shout out to Paul Pauly, he just smoothed it out. He smoothed it all out for me and made it a little bit more sensual and less raw as I actually was at that time.
So where's your discovery moment? Because you obviously singing in church.
No.
No.
I missed all of that. My mother sang gospel.
Got you.
Yeah, but I was too shy. In a Southern Baptist church, if you're not belting out and really getting busy,
Call it out.
They don't want
you're
to hear
just
that.
gonna sit still.
Yeah.
You
Call
don't even
it.
think you can sing, And my voice was a little too sweet. I just kept it to myself. Sang in the shower, But then I met a guy by the name of Paul Pauly, who produced my first album, majority of it with me. And he was a producer for my children's father, Razkaz. And he introduced us. And we just kind of crafted this sound. I came in with crutches. He was like, where is she going? She has crutches. She got a broken leg. What are we going to do with this girl?
You came to the studio.
I came to the studio in crutches.
How did you get in crutches?
I used to do wardrobe styling. So we were on a set of a video. And I was going down the hill, going down the hill. And all of a sudden, the momentum started building. And I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm going. And I jump over a boulder, and my femur bone just breaks.
You jump over...
Because, I'm young.
Your momentum was taking you.
Yeah, it was taking me.
fast.
You're young. You just I'm going to jump. I'm going to politely just jump. And so this is where my knee is, and this is what my leg is doing. And so it was all broken. And after that, I couldn't do wardrobe styling anymore because that wasn't my thing anyway. So it's like, it's time for me to figure out this music thing. Mm-hmm. And I asked my children's father to introduce me to two producers. One was a guy by the name of Khalil that produces here in Los Angeles. I can't think of his last name. And really dope. And Paul Pauly. And Paul Pauly lived in Glendale. I lived in Pasadena. Great little,
Amazing.
Yeah.
So we just started cooking. And that's what happened.
And is it the music that creates the discovery on the next level, or are you performing somewhere? Are you starting to...
You had done no shows, nothing. You just like, you know what? I want to do it. I want to try
I want to do it. I was like, I always like
But as a
music.
rapper or as a singer?
No, I just wanted to sing at this point.
Okay.
Initially, it was like, I used to do like talent shows, rapping. My mother would take me to the clubs and all this different stuff,
And this is New Orleans or this is
No,
in LA?
I was in LA by the time I became an artist.
Okay.
I moved to Los
Where you
Angeles area
from?
about 14. Originally from New Orleans, Louisiana.
came
An
here?
area called Kenner, right outside of New
I hear
Orleans,
so
Louisiana.
many things.
What you hear?
Oh, yeah.
People used to think I was from New York,
I was
too.
just about to say you got some New York on you.
Yeah, because
Nah,
once
I
I
hear the
got
South.
here, it started shaving, but I'm living back in New Orleans again. So it's probably coming back out of me more.
Okay.
But yeah, like when I first got here, I started, just kind of like dibbling and dabbling. But I didn't do my first show until I already had an album out, was signed to TVT Records.
So hold on. How do you skip these steps? How do you get straight from demo to deal to show?
I don't know. I just was honest at the time. I was just so honest. I just was doing what I could. You know what I mean? Like, it was just pouring out of me. And believe me, my first show, if I was to show y'all a video, I had so much energy. How you was talking about Genuine jumping out there. That's how it was. My energy was so on 10. And I had to like hone my energy in and learn how to really perform because I was just hella excited. But we smoothed it out.
And what was so in your mind, like if in your mind at that time when you were like, this is the artist I want to be, right? What did that feel like? Like if it's comparing to anyone or
Never
anything
thought
you've
about
seen?
it. Never thought about it. All I wanted to be was Teedra. I wouldn't even put weave in my hair in the beginning. Because we had hair. I'm from the South. We prided ourselves on having hair and all these things. So I didn't even put weave in. Then I tore my hair up and had to start wearing weaves. But yeah, like we just were very natural girls. I didn't want to do anything that wasn't... The one thing I knew in my mind is I wanted to be relatable. Mm-hmm. We come from an era of like big stars. Mm-hmm. I didn't really want that vibe. I wanted to be touchable. I wanted to be somebody that was extremely relatable. So that's all I had in mind. And when I made an album, I wanted it to feel like Aaliyah's Rock the Boat. That's what I wanted.
The album itself to feel like that record.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a great start.
Great start.
Yeah, I wanted it to be something that, because I love 80s R&B. It was just always so sensual and like, grown. And that's what I wanted my album to be on. But as far as what kind of artist I wanted, I didn't know how I wanted to dress, anything. I just wanted to be myself. And I honed that over time. And that's why I'm glad that big thing that happens for people didn't happen for me right away. Because I probably wasn't ready. Because I didn't even know what I wanted to present to you. Because I was just being myself. I didn't want to become anything. I just wanted to be myself. And as I grew as a person and as an artist, I became more clear on what that was.
So you were signed to TVT in the beginning.
Yes.
That's like the label that had like Lil Jon, right?
Yes. Lil Jon, Yin Yang Twins,
And
Pitbull. And me. And I used to roll with them too.
Of course, because that's how that shit goes, though.
Yeah.
People don't know that, like, your label
and I can
mates.
ride too. You know what I mean? I can be around men drinking and smoking, and I can play those games.
No, you got you.
Yes.
I can play those games and walk out with my heels and
I already
all the
know.
way intact.
You ain't gotta tell me. I see it. I see it. It's okay. Your first album, as you're going through these motions, what are some of the things that you're discovering that, early on, and just from your experience, like the things that hit you immediately that you were like, oh, I don't know that. I got to figure this out.
Here's the thing. I was blessed to have Neo in studio every day as I'm recording these songs. And I think that he is one of the greatest of our time.
You said Neo?
Neo.
Oh.
I called him Schaefer at the time, but he became Neo.
Absolutely.
And he is one of the greatest vocal producers and arrangers of our time.
Absolutely.
And I was blessed to have that when I knew nothing about this. All I knew about was singing my lead lines and I'll put a little, 3-part harmony here and there. And he taught me how to paint. He literally taught me how to paint with my vocals. And I think that was the first thing I realized I have to tighten up here. This is where I have to learn to really make complete records. That's the first thing I thought of. My writing came natural. It's more so like it would just pour out of me. I have never taken a pen and written anything down because I don't think that's how it goes for me. I just kind of stand in the mirror and look at myself and start singing to myself, and it starts to pour out. Whatever's going on just starts to pour out. I'll just sing it over and over again. But I would find when I go to the studio, I would get stuck when it was time to paint the vocals. And that was the first thing I realized. I have to get very strong at that, and I've gotten much better over that time,
You was in there with Neo early.
Oh, yeah.
So he worked on the whole first album?
Yeah. The only song that he didn't vocal produce and vocally arrange was Caught Up. That was the first song I ever wrote in my life, ever recorded, ever did, ever. And that one was easy. But then when we got to the next one, I was just getting stuck. So they called him in because we were on the same production company. I think it was called Bridge Kid. We were both signed to the same production company. And we would cook every day, me, Paulie, and Neo.
That's crazy.
That's really great, though. Because I remember early Neo.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
We used to work with Big Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm telling you, this kid is dope, man. Like, you just gotta. And I went over there, and they started playing songs. I looked at this little nigga and said,
joints.
I said, I want
From
that
Gates.
one.
Yeah.
He had a smash for me that this is the first time that I had heard that a writer wanted in advance.
Oh, okay.
Go Neo.
And I was like, get a nigga the money.
Right.
Well, my label was
like, no.
We don't pay no writers.
That's crazy.
I'm like, listen to the song.
The song.
And let's say this too. A lot of these tracks without the song,
They're
It's
just
not a song.
tracks.
which is tracks.
Yeah.
And then you put that personality, you put you put the record on the record.
Yes.
And why you not gonna pay that person? Why would you not pay that person?
Because traditionally, the advance was always allotted to the producer.
So why wouldn't the producer? I got bills to pay. Baby, my kid's tuition is due. You can't throw me something,
Because in our genre of music, not even just our genre of music, but our sector of music, in black music, it became where we just had more beat makers. More than even producers, because a producer could have been either side of that in the beginning, right? And then they share the wealth as they see fit if they didn't pin the record or they didn't do the beat. But then when you said that a beat maker was the producer, it just naturally
Pushed
just went
everything
to
on
them.
that side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they were like, "Oh shit, well that's they said I'm the producer." Because I've been doing cool.
I'll take that.
I holla at you.
The first person I ever heard of like kind of taking that energy back was Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes,
She was
ma'am.
a person where it was like
Because she's a producer.
like no,
she is a producer.
I'm taking this from okay, you brought it the beat, which takes us from A to maybe G, but from G on, that's me.
That's right.
And without G on, that's sitting on the CD.
That's right.
I'm the producer,
Yeah.
and this is my fee.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like going back to Neo early in his this is before he's Neo.
Yeah.
I'm like, pay this kid. I don't know he's getting ready to be Neo, But I know this right here, what he's doing,
And I need
is
this
special.
song. Yeah, I need this song.
And we need to figure that out. And,
It wasn't figured out.
we didn't figure it out. He didn't sign with us. I didn't get the record. Next thing you know,
He's Dio.
So Sick is out. I told you.
No, next thing you know, what's the Mario record?
Let Me Love You.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
And just went, pew.
So disrespectful.
I feel for you.
So.
It happens.
I saw him one day. I was like, "This guy, I got one, Neil. I've known you for so long.
I've known you
One,
for so
please.
long.
Share.
Share, goddamn,
The next thing when we see the nigga, and you produced Teedra Moses.
nigga.
So
We jumping Neil next time. You see what you just started? You just started.
Hey.
Did you know that you were in a space style wise that was very unique when you started creating with Neo and all these guys and you started hearing the product? Like once you started listening to the body of work and listening to your voice and how you
I didn't think I could sing very well. You have to remember I came from Southern Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The girls in there sound like,
Aretha Franklin.
So I didn't think I could sing very well. And it took a while for me to like it. I think once people started liking, I gave myself grace.
I was about to say, what was that moment, or in terms of like, the validating moment in a sense to where you finally accept.
Yeah,
that
I think when people and this crazy thing is I don't need people to validate me. That's not my personality. But I think at the time it was new. I was extremely new. Like most people had a lot of things that they did musically before they started. I was extremely new, so I was kind of insecure in the sense of like, I don't know what I'm doing. I would always tell them, I don't know what I'm doing. But even in me not knowing what I was doing, I was going to stand on what I like and what I didn't like, know? And I think that by the time I started going out on the road, I think for any artist, that's the validation when you realize you got something. Because you start seeing the energy that it brings out of people. And I think that's when it happened. It took me getting on the road and seeing people sing my songs.
Did you immediately have good reactions on the road?
Well, immediately there was no one there first.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Start
you have those.
It was the first tour I went on was a Seagram's Gin tour, and it was myself, Tweet, and CeeLo, which was a really great show. But they weren't there for me till like about somewhere around Houston. It was like 2 people and they were rocking. This is why now to this day I still turn around and play with my band. Like we jam out together because I started off with nobody there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So we get into each other. 2 people, then it started going and going and going, and it eventually happened. But it started with nobody, and we were just rehearsing them there.
And listen, and it's a real thing because as a new artist, you have to decide how you're going to approach that moment.
And you got to decide if you really want this.
Yeah, because if you're doing it just to see them do and nobody's up there, are you just gonna be like up there just bullshitting, because nobody's up there? No, you're gonna still give that energy because you're enjoying it with your band at this point. And from that day till now, I love when people out there enjoy it. It's a totally different thing now. Everybody's enjoying it, but we're enjoying it.
There it is.
Yeah.
We connected. We locked in.
There it is. Yeah, I've had many a show where I can't tell you what we call the shows. I'll tell you.
Oh, you gotta tell me.
It's just tricky business.
I'll tell you tricky business. I'll tell you off pod. Many a show where 4, 5, 10. Okay. Let's eat. 'Cause I had never imagined that I would be there. Like, when I started singing backgrounds for Genuine, I thought in the lead, I said, I'm doing this forever. Genuine was like, no, you got to go do your thing. I said, no, I don't.
This feels good.
I can see, this is great. I see backgrounds with you. You take your shirt off, then I take my shirt off, and then this is great. Like, so why would I want to leave? You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun carrying Genuine's bags. I'm having the time of my life. And he's like, nah, bro, it's gonna be you, dog. Like, you gotta do your thing. And when they pulled me off the road with Genuine, I almost cried as a grown man. You killing me right now.
And because as you left, you go to a new space where there's no crowd.
It's no crowd.
Right. Because you
Genuine was introducing me. So when I sang, there was motion.
They're excited about you.
They was like, that's Genuine's guy, girl.
You like being Genuine's guy.
Right. To this day.
He still sings background with Genuine.
Oh my God.
Man, Pony, come on, I sing background.
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
He's going to start singing background.
I sing backs. Give me my part. Give me my mic. Stop playing with me.
I love
But
that.
when I started seeing those 2 or those 3, those 4 people, like I come from that Baptist church. You better sing. And sometimes when you're singing during devotion, the people ain't came into church yet. People are still trickling in.
Mm-hmm.
But the spirit got to be there when they get when
That's
they the spirit better be there. If you ain't ushering in no spirit, they move you along. You won't get devotion no more.
That's right.
Devotion was a big deal. I wanted devotion.
There you go.
And so like that experience of singing in front of those 10, those 20 people, like that's what made me.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, oh no. I'm a kill y'all so crazy. Y'all gonna go get 20 more people.
That's right.
I promise you. And I remember the day when I walked into a building and I said, so how'd I do tonight? Sold out. Yeah? How many people here? Like 850? What? For who? It's just you. What? What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And they were screaming. I was genuine. I'm genuine.
No, you genuine.
I was genuine.
Yeah.
And, it's like Jay said, it's like those are the moments that make you make a real decision about how much of this you really want.
But see, I think it's also according what you're doing it for, right? I was really doing it for me. I like this.
I love it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like this. So I want y'all to like it, but it's only a couple of y'all here. I'm going to give it all I got to you, but whoever comes to my show, just know I love you dearly, but I'm up here enjoying myself, and I pray that spills into you, like the energy transfer, but I'm up here enjoying myself. I'm going to talk how I want to talk. I'm going to act. You are now in my living room. You know what I mean? Even if I'm at somebody else's house, meaning I'm opening for somebody.
Yeah.
We still in the room they gave me to stay in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going to give myself, and if you like it, I'm glad you like it, but I'm not as much trying to win you over as much as I'm just giving myself to you. And how you take that because I can only give you me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all I can give you. So I just never was big on the everybody gotta love me thing. It's like, here it is.
Because that's the reality anyway.
That's the reality of it. And I feel so sad for people that just they need that, because it works for some people. It really does.
Because it is scary to depend on that.
It's scary.
Because that roller coaster.
It's fleeting.
Oh my God.
It can wear you out.
What if you're doing it for that?
Yeah. I enjoy this. I love doing it. It makes me feel good about myself. You know what I mean? It came at the perfect time in my life when I had a lot of things going on that really, really had me in the darkest place as a young person. I had a lot going on. And this music that I was able to make and pour out and go sing for these crowds, it changed everything. So it was really just more about me, not as much about people loving me. People will always say, Teedra, you deserve so much more. Oh, listen, I'm like you. I'm happy to be here,
Man,
baby.
I'm so happy carrying these
so
bags.
Listen, you know what I mean? Like these 2 people right here. And then afterwards, to this day, after shows, I'm just there hugging, taking pictures. I'm appreciative.
Yeah.
I'm appreciative to do this. So I'm never like, oh, it's not sold out. I'm never like that. It's like, whoever's here about to get a good show.
About to get this
gift.
work.
Yeah.
This is a gift.
That's right.
And I think people are starting.
They forget that.
They forget that.
But they're starting to. They're starting to, especially, in this new era of phones and posts.
Skyrocketing, doing this one thing and getting up here and having this delusion that everybody cares about this one thing.
Lives. Yeah, that's where you're gonna live forever.
Yeah.
No,
you gotta appreciate the process.
Yeah, I really can't say I'm one of those people that appreciate the process. Like I really have just appreciated. Whew, boy, we call it the luxurious undergrind, because it looks way prettier than it has been. You know what I'm saying? But it's been good. Like you just keep going. You keep your head down and you keep going. Things don't always shoot up. I like the idea of building something very slow because everything's going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
But if you build something very solid, when you fall, each time you don't fall as low.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because you
just
built
build
up on that
something
foundation. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Because you're an artist and songwriter.
Yes.
Out the gate.
Yes.
Right?
Accidentally.
How
accidental
accidentally?
songwriter.
Yeah.
For others.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Never
talking about
had
for
any
you.
attention. Yeah, I'm a songwriter for myself.
Okay, so I'm talking about for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What is the moment where you as a songwriter are on stage and, again, not back to the validation thing, but when you feel that connection of your lyrics and the people and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's really feels good.
Yeah.
That feels really good because I'm a very honest writer. I'm not poetic on purpose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just write what I feel at the time. And when I'm saying things like everybody's worried about tomorrow, will they see tomorrow? I'm just trying to get mine off today. And everybody's looking at me like, yes, singing these words like they came from their own brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really awesome feeling because you don't feel crazy. When people are like relating to you like that, you feel like
we are a little crazy.
We are
to do this shit.
We are insane. We are delusional and we are insane.
$150 million.
We are freaking insane. But I'm not by myself. Is how I
exactly.
feel. You know, I feel like all these things I've been all these things I've been feeling. They feel it too. Men, women, gay, straight, you name it. People are relating and that have always related to my lyrics. I really appreciate that because I was a weirdo child that always felt like nobody else understood.
What was the first song that did that for you?
The first song that did that for me was in Baltimore on the first tour I went on, the Seagram's Gin tour. Baltimore sing every word for word. They started with No More Tears, just kind of like some singing some of it.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, by the time you got to Be Your Girl, they just singing it out, it out,
Yeah.
And I just dropped the fucking mic.
Yeah.
I just dropped the mic and just was standing there. Like, I had to like get myself together to start back singing with them because I was blown away. I could not believe that those people, we had done a whole tour, nobody, people starting to get into me, but now we're here in Baltimore and they're going up for me.
That's dope.
It was crazy.
That's dope. Did you have a hit record as a writer first? Did that record come out first? Did Diplo come out? Because, for people, we know, but for y'all that don't know, she wrote Christina Milian's Diplo.
Pick it up slow.
Did
that come out before?
I'm trying to think. I think that we were almost simultaneous. I think it was around the same time. Yeah, I think maybe my album came out.
That's when you bought a drop top. When you got two things.
Well, let me just tell you, I was. Oh, she was first. Yeah, I think Diplo was first. But either way, I'll never forget. I used to sing it like it's mine.
Oh, you put it in your show too early.
Yes, you should.
And no, they didn't do it back then. Back then, nobody did that. Back then, you weren't really singing the songs you wrote for other people, Tank. It was
That's kind of true.
It wasn't happening.
It
wasn't a thing.
I wrote it.
Only nigga used to do that was Babyface because he had.
I was about to say, I think he's the inventor.
Well, I had one.
Such a thing.
Right. And I'm gonna sing this one.
I wish I would have been doing that back then. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard this? Yeah, that's all me, baby. All me.
Every radio station because I was underground, so I want you to know like what I do works when it has some support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yep, sure did.
I've had this moment before, and I want to know if you've had this moment as a singer and a songwriter where you write this song, whatever song this is for you. You write this song, and you tell this story, you tell this truth, and you get it off, and you send it out into the universe, and one day you're singing this song or they're singing this song back to you and you finally realize what this song means.
Yes, for sure.
What song is that?
I think that would probably be No More Tears. That's it. And I'm really stuck in my first album right now because I've been touring this thing right now and that's like really where my head is.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one. That's the one. And this is when those experiences happen in the very beginning. You know, like like I said, I was just speaking honestly when I was writing these records, and I'm seeing this chick crying, singing "No More Tears," which is kind of an oxymoron, but she's crying and she's like so intensely crying, like these were her last tears she was gonna cry. And I was like, oh, that's what I was on. That's what I was on. Like, I'm really not about to be around here sad no more. I'm gonna get all this out, and I'm not gonna be sad no more. And I think that's the first time I really saw the reflection, like the mirror of what I really was on when I was writing that record.
Yeah, I was singing "Maybe I Deserve One Day," and I didn't. I got lost, like to the point to where
into the real reality of the song.
Of the song.
That's one of them ones too, baby.
And I started tearing up. I was like, I'm getting ready to break. I was like, oh no! And they're singing it back, and I'm realizing what this song is saying.
Yeah.
From a perspective that I hadn't really looked at before. I don't know why I had that experience, but I was just like, this song means something so different, and it's those people in the audience. Is the dude singing it to his girl, maybe, and it's the girl like, and I'm like, I'm watching it, you know, as it sounds destructive, I'm watching it repair.
Huh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they're having a moment.
They're finally having a real moment of accountability.
Yeah.
And through that accountability or through that truth, people can make better decisions. Like, I feel like women, as long as they know the truth, they can navigate.
Yep.
Like
anyone.
Women,
if you give them the truth, then they got all the pieces to really work with.
A woman can navigate. Okay, cool. So that's okay, cool. Just let me be able to walk in there with my head up.
Oh no, I'm not walking in after you tell me all these things. I'm going in another direction, baby. But you gave me the information for me to be able to make that decision. And I'm appreciative of you, and I love you forever. Goodbye.
You thought you was going somewhere, didn't you? You thought boy. You thought you was.
But that's an amazing song.
She said, man, fuck all that. Hey, that ain't.
Let me have the card, though. Let me have the card.
Oh no, you talking to the wrong person. I'm Teedra Moses. You know who I am, right? You know the fuck I am, right?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm Teedra Moses. I don't know what the fuck else you got going on.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, the truth to set me free. I'm out. I gotta
exactly.
get the fuck out of here.
Thank you. Hallelujah.
That is great.
You know what? I'm tired of you.
Already.
I was going somewhere. What do you feel? How did you feel from a success standpoint with your first album? How did you feel?
I didn't feel any success. I'm an underground artist. I'm slowly at 20 years later, people starting to know me more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I came from doing wardrobe for big labels, big budgets, all these things. I went to a record label called TVT, which was indie, and we were thugging it, you know? And also, let's be clear. Being indie is so celebrated now. It's, oh my God, the indie, you know, it's indie, and they're doing this indie. We were not celebrated.
Right. I'm from the Bay Area, so, you know, everything independent.
Yeah, y'all, that's different.
But I'm saying our mindset is already where you are with it. Mm-hmm. But like you said, it's so celebrated now. But we were independent because
you didn't have any
labels
choice.
Weren't. Yeah. They're like, oh, y'all from the Bay.
Yeah, and it was no industry in Oakland.
Yeah.
You know, and you would have to come to LA to become. Mm-hmm. Everybody had to go to these big cities to become. It was not like it is now. We all know that. But so when you're indie and you're not, these platforms aren't really checking for you. I remember. I'm not going to say his name. That's my baby, though. We real cute, cool. And he was like, you know, she's too skinny to put, you know, the Smooth magazine he used to have with the girls and stuff like that. She's too skinny. Every time I see him, I swing my ass in front of him like, I'm too skinny, huh? I'm too skinny. You say I'm too skinny, huh? We have a laugh.
Yeah, I'm too skinny, huh?
But these are the things,
skinny,
like...
You got that big body bitch.
What you know now?
So it wasn't easy. So when you talk about success, it's like... I didn't pay attention. I just didn't really think
did
about
you
it.
at least feel
I mean, I was getting money as a writer.
Did you feel like
I wasn't
like
even
now
thinking about if I was seen or not. I was. Can I keep it G with you? I was working hard to take care of my kids. I couldn't worry about all of that.
Gotcha.
I just had to get what I was getting and be grateful for it and keep moving.
And how many kids did you have, if you don't
I
mind me
have
asking?
twin sons. Twin sons,
You know
Raz and
those are
Tosh
my guys.
Austin. Oh, really?
Those are my guys.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes. So
They're a part of it. Before you go on, I have to tell everybody.
we gonna
They're
shout
a
them
very
out.
amazing part of a group called Coast Contra. That's really, really dope, doing very true hip hop music. And that's my babies.
So Chef Alyssa is my girl.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right? And I that's been my homie before she had a restaurant.
Okay.
So when she opened the restaurant, I'm going through there and I just keep seeing these young fellas, and I'm like, at first,
same face showing.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on. And I have twin brothers.
Okay.
I have brothers that are twins. So, but my brothers are fraternal twins.
Okay.
But it's always, it's a thing
Mm-hmm.
when you see twins, especially when you see identical twins.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And they was just the nicest guys.
Thank you.
Literally, you did an amazing job.
Thank you very much.
Tank, when I say the nicest dudes, bro.
Yeah.
Just, because you go to restaurants and it be bullshit sometimes and it be there. And even because I used to go a lot too.
Yeah.
So, I would see them all the time. And they never said anything about music.
No.
Right? And obviously I'm a music guy and Chef knows that and the whole thing. So one day she was like, you know who their parents are, right? And I was like, they've never said anything. And she's like, y'all come here. She do her thing.
My Sagittarius sister.
And they came and they were like, yeah, our dad is Razkaz and our mom is Teedra Moses. I'm like, oh, as the R&B guy, y'all family, all right. And they were like, yeah, we trying to put together our music and we doing this, that, and the other. And I just watched the progression and of them just killing everything when they do their freestyles, and those guys are so talented. And their group as a whole,
yes,
is just super, super talented.
Thank
and
you.
Listen, the generations is going for you because that's special what they do.
Yeah, I think that they, when they first started, I didn't know that they rap. I knew nothing about it. And a friend of theirs was coming. We lived in Miami at the time, and a friend was coming over, and he would come by, and he'd be like, Miss Moses, you have to hear them rap. And they'd be like, nah, Mom, we don't rap. And I don't know why they thought I didn't want them to do this. I don't know why they thought that. But when they finally did get around to saying it, just listen, just be good. Just be good at it. And that's what they told me. We didn't want to tell you before we thought we were good enough because we knew you would tell us that we were horrible if we were. And I would.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to.
Damn right.
I expect excellence from my children. I told them ever since they were younger, you're great. And they said they had to figure out what they were great at. Because I'm like, you're great. It's in you. You just got to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
And they figured out this was what it was. But I was not going to be, I see these people that do music and do it really well.
Right.
And then they have kids. What are you doing?
Tricky business.
Sit them down and have the talk.
Yeah.
I didn't do all of this for you to take us all the way back there. Don't make me look crazy. And my kids don't, thank God. Thank God.
Nah, they cold.
Put in too much work.
They cold.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Shout out to my 2 cents.
Yeah,
Love
Chef
that
Lisa.
restaurant.
My 2 cents. I haven't been to my 2 cents in a minute.
Yeah. And it's funny because they were probably there when you
Yeah.
went and didn't know.
Probably, yeah.
More than
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But that's how I was as a wardrobe stylist. No one knew I sang. Do you know when my music came out, everybody, producers, people that would be around, I would be in so many spaces and I was very quiet, probably been smoked out and just in the corner high as hell. You know what I mean? And I never talked to anyone. But by the time it started going, people just came up to me frustrated and disgusted with me. Like, you did this all this time and you told no one? I was there doing this.
Yeah.
I was just there doing this. I'm doing what I came here to do.
Right.
If anybody asked, I would have told them.
No,
you look like you sing.
but no, it's just, I mean, because, from adding mom to it, like, people don't understand how difficult that in itself is. Because, men and women are we operate completely different in that space. Men detach as soon as they leave the house. Man out. You may throw a phone call or two in. But he out in the field. He working. I got to do what I got to do. A woman is calling back to the house, pulling out of the driveway.
Yeah.
And to be able to mentally make sure this is in the space it needs to be, but also be of service to the people who are coming to see you,
That's
people
right.
who want to interview you, people who are spending money on you. But like, great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And to do it as a single parent. Let's make that clear.
Great job.
Thank you.
'Cause how old were they when you first went out on the road? And
7?
they were
Oh,
little
yeah.
too.
Yeah, like 7, something like that.
Yeah.
But they were good. Like, we would have these conversations about how, like, listen, we're a team, okay? Don't be the weakest link. Because if you mess up, that messes up for me. If I messes up, that messes up for you. We have to all be strong in this. Like, I raised them to understand we're doing this together.
I'm going to take that
It was
home.
very much so what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody, no fairies dropping off, no money here. You know, I'm out
I'm a
here
tooth
hustling.
fairy.
That's how I get it. I'm the damn
I
tooth back.
just-
I'm
I'm
the
Santa
tooth-
Claus.
I was just having that Santa Claus conversation
Yes.
again this year with my daughter. You know that nigga ain't real.
No, he is not.
I'm Santa Claus.
Yes, I kept it G from like 5 years old. They knew. So these conversations made it different. And I remember once we were on the road, my son started going on the road with me after they got older and started doing music. I would take them to the UK and stuff like that. They would perform before me. And the band asked them, when your mother was gone, we knew y'all would have parties. You know, y'all would have parties at the house. And they were like, no. And they were like, nah, y'all had parties. No. They were, why didn't you have parties? Because we didn't want to make it any harder for her. That's real teammates. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You about to cry. I seen you. You went like this.
It's getting really emotional.
Oh, man.
That's man.
That's real teammates,
Yeah,
right? And to
yes.
to this day, my sons are my best friends. Best friends. We did it together. Like, and that's why, even now with their stuff, they'll call me and I'll tell them my opinion. I'll send them my stuff. We just
Yeah.
teammates. We're
That's
teammates.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
I want to do that.
I want to do that. Don't your kids not throw parties?
I want to be teammates.
You want to be teammates
I wanna
with
be
the
Don't
kids?
throw no party with teammates.
Let's do it. Don't make it hard on me.
Don't make
Don't
it
make
hard
it hard
on
on
me.
me.
But I'm quite the opposite. I'm like, turn that thing up.
No, listen, I'm into the parties too, but don't do anything that I'm gonna have to rush home
Absolutely.
to,
Right.
Absolutely.
don't do that
Respect
because I'm gonna
the
kill
space.
you,
Yeah.
and that's really why you're not doing it because you're gonna die.
You gotta
No way.
establish what could happen.
These are the consequences.
I'm all about that.
I love
Yeah,
everything you said. I love it. My wife is more like that. I'm like, the whole wall ain't burnt. It's just,
Yeah, it has to be balanced though. So it's
Yeah,
two
just-
of you guys.
No,
It has to be
Tank is
balanced.
Mr. Chow.
It's just.
But did you die?
But did you
But you-
die?
That's Tank. But did you die?
That's a good way to look
But
at
you
it.
know what? My trauma is different because I was like everything for me coming out of that Baptist house and that church and that grandmother, great grandmother, great grandfather, mom and dad, everybody being there, like Auntie Betty and
They was
and
on your head.
Auntie on
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
because I said so.
Yeah.
I said so.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And so
I hated that line. I hated that.
I
Listen.
did too, and I never said it.
Yeah,
I would always
I don't-
explain.
I don't- Yeah.
and I grew up asking my father, Dad, can I go outside? And having to sit there while he smoked his cigarette.
Still no answer.
No,
Still no answer.
no.
That's treacherous.
Are you still waiting on the answer right
I'm
now?
still waiting
Just want to know if
to
you
go outside.
Still waiting to go outside. That's why you like outside so
I,
much.
I would have to literally wait at the door sill for like 10 to
Just
15
standing
minutes
there.
and then just walk away. And then later on, he'd come walking out. All right, you can go.
All your friends
That's
are in the house by that
diabolical.
time.
Lights,
at the
the street
bar.
lights on.
That was at the park.
Go outside
Yeah.
by yourself.
What's that swinging and
Nobody
shit?
else out there.
Cold-blooded.
All I just said was that trauma
Yeah.
that kind of forced me in a hard way in the other direction to, number one, allow my kids to be able to, I think we're kind of teammates because I let them communicate.
That's important.
I let them say it how they feel it.
Yeah.
And then we can make the corrections. We can make
Yeah.
the alterations on how that should be communicated and get into the whys of the feelings that they're having. Because I know I felt some things as a kid growing up, you know what I'm saying, that I would love to have shared with my parents, but I didn't totally know how to articulate it. These new kids, sheesh. They're talking and articulating.
Yeah.
My 9-year-old, his daughter? Oh, man.
It's also because they feel safer to do it.
Yeah.
We
There's
do
that.
come from the era
sure.
of like,
Yeah,
do what I say,
Yeah.
just shut up and do what I say.
Yeah.
So, it's a safer space to do.
I love that, teammates. Shout out to my teammates, man. You know what I'm saying? We get them rapping or something. Get them rapping or
Get
something.
them rapping.
Some
Your kids aren't gonna rap, bro.
You are Grammy nominated.
songwriter.
What you saying like that?
Yeah. I can't even remember what song. That's crazy, right? Because I'm trying to think. Because it happened a couple of times.
She know.
She does know. Tamia, what song was Grammy nominated?
Dip it low.
Oh, Dip It Low. Okay.
Oh, shit. Yeah. You said it because it happened a couple times. I'm not
Listen,
sure
you know
which
what I
one.
remember about Dip It Low? Them damn checks. So I was like homeless. Me and my kids didn't have anywhere to stay. We were like kind of just going from pillar to post. I just went out on that tour I was telling y'all about. And I didn't have no money. And we were going to do this. And I wasn't going to sell my publishing. That wasn't my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going to do this administration deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
$250. They was going to get me to do 12%. Okay. And they told me they give it back to you when you go somewhere else. Okay, cool. So I still own it. And my lawyer, it was like December. You know, everything closes down.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, but there's some jargon in the contract that's just not right. And I'm going to get back to it in the new year.
What?
Girl, I'm homeless.
Yeah.
I
I'm
need
gonna get
somewhere.
back to it in the new year.
I'm going to get back to it.
Oh,
We'll get
yeah.
back around to the new year.
Nah, we're not gonna do that.
But God,
Talk about him.
must have been like my kid, somewhere around the 2nd or the 4th. My son's birthday is on January 4th. I got a check for like $300 and something thousand.
My.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's what I remember about Dip It Low.
Yes. Come on, dip it all.
Won't
over.
he do it?
Pick it up slowly.
Huh?
Man.
Kidding me?
Yeah, it was like, that's what I remember. That is the moment that I said, oh, you'll never own me. I'm going to own all of me every time. If I fail, I'm going to fail owning me.
Yeah.
If I win, I'm going to win owning me. Because that changed everything. And that's what I mean, like, I have not much other memories, but that girl looked so good sliding around in the mud, and she sold that song really well, and she made sure that every 3 months I got $300,000, sometimes $400,000. Every 3 months I got that money, and that's what. So the fact of it being nominated for a Grammy is minute to that money that saved my life.
Did you buy anything crazy?
I bought houses. I bought a place in Miami. And I bought a house in the mountains in Altadena. I don't have the house in the mountain in Altadena, but I still live in Miami. But yeah, we lost all of that stuff. I went, shrew. That's what it said.
Been there.
Yeah.
It's the music business.
You
That's it. No, you know
You
what I mean?
talking to me?
You talking to me? Genuine over here.
You talking to
Genuine, young genuine.
me? What? I got comfortable losing it. Well, I'm out again.
Exactly. I'm out again.
I'm out.
We're going to cook. We're going to cook it up. We're going to get
Hey,
back.
I'm moving.
It's nothing. We got here.
I'll be in Rancho Cucamonga if you need me.
Yo, I'm glad you just mentioned that. So I'm out with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it was the holiday times, and a man walks up to me, and he's like, "Man, can I introduce you to my wife?" And I'm like, "Yeah, cool, right?" And she comes over, and we start talking, and she loves the podcast, goes, the whole thing, and then she goes, "But tell Tank, stop talking about Rancho Cucamonga like that. It ain't that bad."
No.
She from over there.
She from over there.
And she repping it.
I think she said she was from Fontana though, but yeah,
It
but she
ain't
was over there.
bad at all.
That's what I said.
It's always been cheaper.
It was a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, it was affordable.
Is what
I'm
they
talking
call it.
about a brand new apartment complex with all the fixings.
But I was so bougie. Even when I got low, I didn't go that far.
Because the fixings come with an hour and 15 minutes drive.
That's stressful.
But you know what made me do it? It was Jamie's story when he told me about when he wasn't cracking. He went to Vegas.
Yeah.
He was like, just go somewhere where he didn't tell me because he didn't know. He said, just go somewhere where you can still survive and be cool. And then when you get your money back, you can get right back to it. And when I was going through it, when it got low, I was like, where can I go? And I just started looking in what is it, Craigslist and all these things.
That rent just started kept
and I was like,
down.
man, what's this $1,200 thing right here?
For real.
2 bedroom, $1,200 church. I started driving. I was like, God damn.
This is far.
We're not there.
Am I in Vegas?
Am I in Vegas?
He was at least in Needles or something.
I took it to Miami. I went to Miami. I had a place there. I went to Miami when it all fell apart. I went to Miami and just put it all back up. I was on the water.
Build up.
Yeah.
I was like, this ain't like you build it. You ain't got to fall too far if you build it properly, right? And so we were good, and I thugged it out until we got it back together.
So is that how you get to Maybach Music by going to Miami?
Yeah. But that wasn't intentional either. It was just like one day Ross just hit me like, yo, I heard you here in Miami. You should pull up. I'm like, I forget where he was at the time. And I was like, oh, cool. That's like 20 minutes away. All right, I'm on my way. And that's just how that happened. And he, I was never technically signed to him though. We just kind of like.
Just started collaborating. Yeah,
collaborating and kind of slid into the crew for that time. And that's kind of just what it was. But yeah, that's what happened. There's especially at that time, a real thriving music community that were really talented producers and songwriters. And still to this day, they're coming out of it. I just don't know them like that now. But it was a great place that God put me.
Yeah.
I didn't know when I got the place that it was, a great place to do music. And when I left, I didn't know what was going to happen. But it wasn't New York. It wasn't Atlanta. But Miami had something going on at that time. At Scott Storage, all that. And it worked out. So
when you went there, it wasn't about music.
It was about survival, baby.
I
had a place to live there.
I would love to survive.
I wish I would have had that idea.
What? I had 2 places, and the one in LA beating you over the head, and it's in the mountains. It's beautiful, great. I go hiking past that house every day. I don't feel any kind of way that I lost that house. It's with time, and And then when I left, I realized I had to just go where I had a home. Went to Miami and had a couple of friends there, and I just started getting busy.
Yeah.
The cool thing about us that make this music and stuff and we create, we're never without because we have this thing inside of us. Yeah. And if we just use it, it'll all work out. Your gifts will make room.
Always.
Every time.
Always.
And they did.
Yeah.
Once again. We ride the roller coaster,
Listen, I tell everybody all the time, if you're not into foreclosures, repossessions,
right, what have you been doing? Right.
Then what are we doing?
What you been doing, baby?
Ain't nothing else gonna fuel the music.
This is it. This is how you make music, man.
If you stay like this, that music gonna get boring as hell. You gotta take them rides and have them, get hungry.
It's them dark places.
Oh, when you get back hungry and you feel like you all right and you get back hungry, it start pouring out. It's just pouring out because you're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also believe for you, you love what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes the work shine differently. That's what makes makes the work last. Right? The joy you put into it. Because that's always going to resonate. The energy that you put into what you do is what makes the difference. You saying you're underground, when I see you, I know exactly who you are.
Yeah.
From the beginning. No, I'm saying I get it. But
it took a while.
No, I've always known who you were.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? So in that's all across the board. As a songwriter, as a singer, as a motherfucker to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy that you find the joy and the peace within your gift, within doing it.
Yes, I do.
And loving it.
I'm grateful for
it. And
it.
that those roller coasters don't scare you.
No, let's get it. No.
But more artists need, and this is what this is for. More artists need to hear that and
it's
understand
not linear.
that.
It's not going to just, even if your money is right, it's going to be times when you don't feel as dope as you were when everybody was saying your name. You're going to have all these emotions, all these things, but what you have to stay solid is God gave me this. I'm going to use it. It's this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep on shining your light to the best of your ability and don't dim it from these outside things, just stay solid. Sometimes people say, well, Teedra, what advice do you have for these people that's making music? Number one, be good. Don't be delusional. Either good or you're not. But you have to do it from a place of like, I need to do this for me. Because I think people doing things for other people just is not sustainable.
Yeah.
I think it has to be something you're doing it because you have to let it out.
I don't think it's as fulfilling.
Or sustainable
doing
because
it for the gram.
Yeah, I just don't think it's sustainable. That can wear you out.
Especially if you're not getting the comments you want. They're fucking you over in the comments and shit.
What is wrong with him?
It's true though. It is true.
Them comments will make you jump off a building somewhere.
No,
if you ain't careful.
If I see one more artist talking about they taking a break from social media, if you don't get your soft ass back on the gram and take the love and the hate. Fuck it. This shit is what it is.
I ain't taking
no break.
I don't understand it.
I'm not turning off the fucking gram.
No.
And honestly, I don't even block nobody. Like, I don't care about
me
people.
Neither.
Like, I say what
and,
the hit.
And
say
let's
what you
be
want.
clear. You could see me, darling, in real life. We ain't scared.
Yeah.
Because I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I've been on social media since it started.
Before
when it was chat rooms.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, I'm not letting you.
And I think if more people understood, they're here bothering you.
Yes.
You're not there. So that's a compliment.
Yes, it is.
It's
Even
a compliment.
if it's backhanded.
Even if it's backhanded.
You got a big ass head, you pretty ass girl.
And I'm the type of person that will say something back. If I feel like it that day.
Oh, you a clap back?
If I feel like it that day.
Yeah.
It's according to what day I feel like it,
I used to be super
clap back.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see
King of the clap back.
King of clap.
I can see that.
This nigga would call me first thing in the morning. What the fuck are you doing? I'm telling these motherfuckers what it is.
What sign do you take?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, all right.
One day he said to me, who are you talking to? I said, them.
Them?
Who the fuck is them, Tank? You see them niggas.
Not you see them niggas.
Niggas that pages is private. They
Right.
don't got no picture
They don't got
up.
no picture up.
Nothing.
They got 2 followers.
Totally trolling him.
They know it. They about, we gonna get Tank today. He gonna go for this shit.
No,
You make me want to make a page just to fuck with you.
Oh, shit. No, because the best ones are when they reply with, I just wanted you to say something, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I love everything you do.
Motherfuckers got my blood boiling over here.
I love it. I love
They
it.
literally said, I had to, when he said, who are you talking to? I was like, damn.
You had
don't
to pipe
see him?
down.
I had to really realize that 9.5 times out of 10, you're not talking to anybody.
Nope.
And you're definitely not talking to anybody who matters. Like, he said, nigga, what about all the love you getting?
Exactly.
You don't say nothing to them?
Exactly.
You right.
Exactly.
I'm wrong.
I'm wrong. But if I see one of these
But if I
niggas
see one more of these,
are in the chat room, don't let me catch you in the chat.
Don't let me catch you in the chat.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Can we talk about Tiny Desk?
Yeah, sure.
Listen, you got some band members and some background singers. Listen, because when you go to Tiny Desk,
You better bring them.
You better bring some people.
Yeah, they get busy.
You better bring some killers with you. And I'm watching and I'm like this, whoo.
But we was doing that every night with the exception of Duran. We were on the road just locking in.
Nah, you got killers.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, I'll be up there with
How
him.
long has your band been together?
This particular, Jay Black, who's been singing background with me the entire time. And on bass and MD is a guy named LaShawn out of New Jersey, who's been with me over 13 years, something like that. Everybody else was relatively newer to this year.
Okay.
But we had been doing it on the road for the 20-year tour, and we just locked in. We locked in. As far as the arrangement, Duran came in and he took what we had already had for the tour, which was done by Darion Javon of NFP Live. He put together, he used to play with me back in the days, and I've reached out to him like, yo, I'm doing Tiny Desk this year. I'm going on this tour. I want to kind of like have it already set up so we just condense it for Tiny Desk. And he put that together. Duran came in and condensed it, got on top of the vocals, and they hooked me up.
Y'all did y'all thing.
Y'all did y'all.
It felt very good.
Yeah, y'all did y'all thing.
We had a good time.
Cause I'm like, you know, I'm looking at the band.
They were killing.
I'm looking at him. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Brandon Butler on keys. That was I call him Baby Brandon on drums. That boy's a killer.
Oh, he's nice.
Whew, he's a killer. I'm with him every night. Every night. You know those people that don't do the same thing? You know what I mean? You just
and they
turn
excite
around.
you. You like,
yeah, I'm
hey,
singing.
boy,
I'll be like,
yeah.
And then we had on guitar, we had Sherrod, Mr. Virtuoso. And I've been playing with Sherrod for a few years now. And so it's just, I love being with the same people. I'm not one of those people who want to switch up all the time. I like family. You know what I mean? I like it to feel like that. And I just felt like I had my family on stage with me, and we was just, you know.
I loved your personality when you were there. I'm happy people got to see like that. You know what I'm saying? What do they got, like 10 million subscribers or something like that? Something crazy.
That is crazy.
Like,
man.
I'm glad that in front of 10 million subscribers, like, they got to see you.
I'm grateful.
That presence and that energy. like it was the funny, it was the, like, it was everything.
Oh, that was me turned all the way down.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, behave.
No, you...
I mean, you was on there.
Behave.
You said some shit on there.
I didn't say too much. I said I was stigmatized before.
You can say that. I wasn't going to say it because I wasn't going to give myself pause. But, yeah.
I'm not judging it.
I mean, but that's just, you know.
It's life.
That's just a word, you know. That's just a word like and, if, but. You know what I mean? Stigmatization is probably in the dictionary.
What you say?
Stigmatization.
I don't think it's in the dictionary.
Not yet?
Nope.
It's coming.
Maybe in, you know what? Yeah.
You know what?
We all write songs.
You all right
songs.
That could be a cool new book for you. I'm going to say the word. Now I'm scared of it. The dictionary, according to Teedra Moses.
Yes, I like it.
All your new words.
Yeah.
All your new words.
Yes, I like it.
It feels like that is shining in additional light on who you are in terms of this new discovery.
It is. Like. Shout out to my cousin Bobby. We've been supposed to do this for a while, you know, for a long while. And he'd be like, yeah, we're going to do it. And then he hit me last year and he was like, you want to celebrate 20 years of Complex Simplicity on Tiny Desk? I'm like, cool. He said, we'll do it for Black Music Month.
Yeah.
But then, you know, that pushed, we went past that and he was like, okay, October. And we ended up doing it in October. But the thing is, I've been knowing him for a long time. DC was a very great market for me.
I mean, you said Baltimore was the first place.
Yeah, man.
So the DMV, the
whole DMV has always been really good to me. And Bobby was a DJ out there back in the days and he got onto it early on. And it's really cool to see what he's doing too, because they're doing a really great job.
Oh, they're doing amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
They're doing amazing.
So yeah, it's working.
And it's shining a light on
talent.
There it is.
Boom.
Right? And you know, because we follow suit in a way of who we have on our show.
Very much so.
We're more so about, you know, who we love and respect and who we're fans of.
Yeah.
More than it's, oh yeah, so you know such and such Little Pistol Starter got this record that
y'all are very good about that.
You know what I mean? And yeah, Little Pistol Starter can have some extra views for us. And we know that.
Right.
But that's not where we live. We don't live in a space of what's hot right now or what's this right now or this. You know what I'm saying? Because it was funny because even when I hit Mel, about you coming on the podcast. She was like, yeah, she said she gonna be there on what's the name, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, we had already had the conversation about you coming on,
Yeah,
right?
I think
because
pre-Tiny Desk.
yeah, because for us it's more so, and obviously people have to understand with booking things.
Yes.
It's you never know availabilities
Right.
of both sides.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
they don't bother him as much. They be on my ass. So why hasn't?
Yeah, no, I get it a little bit.
No, they be kicking my ass. I'm like, yo,
So y'all don't like? Yeah,
I love such and
yeah,
such.
Right.
yeah.
Their schedule
It's
has
just-
to
Right.
align.
They
Yeah.
don't care about
Yeah.
any
No,
of that.
they don't care. They just think we call each other.
Right.
And you
And
just
boom.
come by my house
Right.
and we shoot
Exactly.
podcasts. I don't live here, guys. It's not my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's really cool to see what NPR has been doing.
Yeah.
As far as like there is no, whoever's hot right now type of thing. They're like, no. This person is special,
That's be
and they need to be here.
Yep.
And let's be clear. No bells and whistles.
He knows.
There are no bells and whistles.
He's
I did it
done
twice.
Yeah.
No bell. I know you know. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I did it twice.
So
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it.
Loved it.
I love it because you really have to know what you're doing. Like you have to have real talent.
It separates the wheat from the tear, and I crave those moments
love it.
where I get it, but I just want to show you the difference.
Yes. Because some of us came up and we couldn't put nothing on our mic. We didn't have nothing to put on there.
I got albums with none of that.
love it.
Just a little verb and delay. That's
Just a
it.
little verb into it.
That's it. Wet me up.
Whoa.
Pause.
Put that on a t-shirt. Just a little verb and delay.
That's
Just a
good
little
one.
verb and delay.
Yeah,
And I got
that's
him.
the R&B Money Podcast. That's merch right there, baby.
Hey, we got to do that.
Yes.
Just a little verb and
Verb and
delay.
delay.
I love
And
that.
I got him.
For real though. That's they could be like, yeah, turn it up a little bit.
Where was we at?
we
We was
good.
at, was it Babyface? No, was it Jimmy Jam and Terry
Jimmy
Lewis?
Jam and Terry Lewis.
I was like, yeah.
We had fun that night.
Yeah, we had fun. Because we can do that.
Because we can do that.
Because that was the first time I met you.
Yes.
Yeah, I hadn't met you.
Yeah, I was
before
giving
that.
out checks and things to people.
We get
Yeah.
like a check. Yeah.
We gave out some checks.
You know?
Checks being given out.
Okay, like,
Tank
give
will be like,
back.
oh, you gonna get no, I don't have checks to give away.
I told Tank, I said, you ain't gonna warn me?
He just
I
gonna
was like, follow me, Jay. Follow me.
Fuck with me. Fuck with me. Fuck with me, nephew.
Fuck with me, nephew. Always ask for his money. You got about $2,000 on you I can use?
I got 3. You will put 2 with
You
that.
got-
Yeah.
No, I don't be having nothing. You got $2,000 on you I can use real quick. I'm gonna get it back to you.
You already get it back.
Oh, okay. All right. You good for it.
No, but
He
that
always got the money.
that was a good night though.
Yeah.
That
That
was.
was a good night.
And that
That
was
was
good seeing you and good getting in there with you in them trenches. Like that's what I like.
Yeah, me too.
That's the
You're so amazing at that though.
I love
Like you
that.
turn on like I'm not a turn
No,
on
he a
like
super
him.
host.
Oh my
No, he's a
God, it's
super host.
amazing.
I had to learn that again.
You got it now.
Going
You got it down pat.
around Jamie Foxx.
Boom. Makes sense.
While everybody was laughing, I was like,
Daddy.
oh,
There you go.
that's right. Oh, then you break the ice. And
And break the ice.
then he's a monster in any room.
Any room.
Yes.
Any room. Any room.
Yeah.
From Asia to Iceland, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need that.
You got
No,
that.
that's a whole nother talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole nother talent being able to do that.
New music, young lady,
Yes.
with all my heart,
With all my heart.
featuring
Yes.
Jay Black.
Featuring Jay Black. Yes. That is a song that I had to sing and put out. I just had to sing it and put it out because I had to write it because I got messed over. You see what I'm saying? I got really messed over really bad. My heart was broken really bad. And I found myself in the Altadena Mountains at the El Prieto Trail, crying in my car, snot running down my face, just writing this song about how much I really love this guy, so much so, fuck him.
didn't even know that you was gonna say that at the end.
With all my heart, not just a little bit in the corner, top to bottom. Fuck you, because you knew what you was doing. Yeah, I had to just, and I wrote it a long time ago. But I don't know if you go through this. There's certain songs you can't really deal with out in the world yet because you're not healed enough to be able to sing it. It's like it's too much. It's too much for me sometimes. Because I write very personally. It's too much to go try to perform this record. It's too much. So
you had the record, though.
I had the record in the tuck for a long time. And then I took time to listen to it and like start, we want strings here, and just building it musically more and more. And finally we got it out. And I really, really love that song. I just feel like it's a great way to say, I love you so much. Fuck you. It's a great way to say that. There's a need for that kind of emotional
You're
song.
damn right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because only people that can really hurt you are people that you love.
Right.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
At one point. Nothing's perfect.
No,
what I mean?
it's not. That's not how life goes.
And the path, I'm good with the path that got us here.
Same here.
You know what I mean?
You're living your life.
I was about to say, I feel the same for you.
Yeah.
Like the
We
path
all
that
look
got
pretty
you.
happy, don't we?
No, you, yeah.
You look happy with
No,
the life.
you look happy.
I feel happy.
You smiling.
Feel, yeah.
Your energy is happy. You good.
God's got me always. Yep.
Anything you want to let the people know, real quick before I start playing my piano. Anything you want to put on their mind?
Nothing particular. I just do want to say thank you to the people that have held me down for all these years. Like I said, I've been underground, but it's been consistently growing the entire time, and I'm grateful for that. And just thank you. I'm grateful. What you playing over there, brother? I got songs.
You about to try for your band.
Teedra Moses.
Why does that sound like sometimes it snows in April a little bit? The beginning of it.
I don't know what that is.
Prince. Sometimes it snows in April.
I got it.
You on the wave though.
Like you had a Prince moment.
I love Prince.
I'm talking about like in real life.
Oh,
like,
yes.
like you knew Prince. Like you
I didn't know him, but I met him.
Yeah, I feel like Prince met you too.
3 times, baby.
Yeah.
He seen me. Teedra, the people are concerned about some information that they need from you. Of all the singing and all the touring and all the shows you've done, there's been some musical influences that they would like. They would like to know who inspired you. We do all of this in a segment called Top 5. Your top 5. Top 5. Your top 5 R&B singers. Come on. R&B songs. We've got to know before you go. Here on the show, Teedra Moses, go. Your top 5 years. Right now. Top 5. Your top 5.
All right, Doc. It's the last note for me.
Teedra Moses.
Okay, so you want to know my top 5
R&B singers.
singers. I would start with Anita Baker. Anita Baker.
Better.
because I think she gave birth to a whole generation of singers. I think that Donny Hathaway has one of the greatest tones I've ever heard in my life. Jasmine Sullivan is the greatest singer of her generation.
Ooh. Don't. Listen, don't stop now.
Let's see. Singers. Let me see who else. Tank. I'm not just saying that because you're here. No, for real. I've heard you sing live.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with you, bro.
Yes, ma'am.
I've heard you sing live. Really. I've heard you sing live, and I've heard you pull it out of your spirit at the moment. I'm always amazed by that. I can't do that like that. I gotta go rehearse and figure it out.
Thank you.
Who would my last person be? And I mean this as a singer. Sade.
Woo!
Because I think just because you can do all the acrobats doesn't mean anything.
Don't mean
Can
nothing.
you sing the song?
Can you sing the song?
Can you just sing the song?
The feeling.
feeling.
Man, you talking about feeling something?
The
Yeah.
feeling.
And if you've seen her live, you know it goes just like the record.
You know, I never seen her live.
Oh.
I seen it live. It's bro.
I need to see Sade.
It's just different.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's different.
I'm gonna find out if I can go find her in one of them castles that she probably lives in overseas. I know she lives in the castle. I don't know that, but I think I know that
It
she
is
lives
what
in
it
the
is.
castle.
Somebody
lives in the
gave her a
castle.
castle for sure.
Sade
It's
lives in the
just-
castle, and I want to hear her sing.
Yeah.
Like
And
Sade.
it's like her on stage is everything her music is.
It's water.
You know, it is.
It's water.
It is. It's so good. She is probably one of my really top artists, period, of all time.
I love that.
Yeah.
She don't have to move.
No.
She just
And there's no other of her.
no.
None.
No.
There's no more Sade. I don't think there'll ever be.
It's hard to be that. Like, she has so many things, so many boxes checked. As it would have to boil down to as a human being to be that, to have that kind of glow.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was godly, angel in a sense, right? Or is, let me say that. Okay, top 5 R&B songs.
Adore You by Prince.
You better do it.
Mm-hmm.
Better do it.
Greatest Sex, R. Kelly.
Ooh, what a song.
You can close your eyes and see everything he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
I
And then
was so angry
How
when I
did you
heard
get to
that song.
How did you get to anger?
Because in my mind, I was always competing against him, even though I wasn't at that space yet. And I was like, he's still so much better than me.
The honesty.
Whew.
Here inside what do you say? Here inside this bit of mine, I see ceiling fans and you on top of me. If you close your eyes, you
You see everything.
literally
Everything
can
he's
see
saying.
it.
Yeah, everything he's saying.
And inside of these walls,
There will dwell a Capricorn who will feast your body all night.
Tell my truth.
And something, and a
A
love,
love child
will
will be born. All because
the greatest.
the greatest.
And it's just so beautiful. And then the production was amazing. Let's see. What else do I have? Sade, Stronger Than Pride. It's one of my favorite songs. Is it Beauty? True Hill?
True Hill.
You
Yeah.
mean absolutely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song angered me too.
That was a good one, though.
I was signed. That's when I was signed to Cliff and Jerry, and I just got off tour with him, and they dropped that song, and I think it was Jerry looking at me. You ain't making shit like this.
That's so mean.
I can.
That's how you motivate
You hear
the
this shit?
thugs, though.
You this
Yeah, I
nigga
guess
out there.
so.
motivate
You
the
hear this shit,
thugs.
nigga?
I guess
You ain't
so.
making shit like that. Get your shit together.
Beautiful song.
Woo-hoo.
Like to this day, I listen to it and it just makes me feel so good as a woman. Like, you know, I love that there are male artists out here singing for women, but that's like one of those key songs. It's like if you, as a woman, if you just want to feel good, you put that record on.
Yeah. They're 3 or 4.
I don't know. I think that might have been 3 or 4. Crush, Jeanne. Yeah, I love them. By the way, I was a third member of that group.
Johnny.
We all have a group that we were a part of.
Shout out to the Bela Project, because Jean from Jeanne is with her husband. They're still getting nominated for Grammys and doing their thing. Yeah. And then my last one, I think we're at 5 now, would be Marvin Gaye's "When Did You Stop Loving Me?" Because you know what? No structure. Just a really good song until you don't get to the hook of it all until the end. He just sings. He just singing. Tells his whole story. Like,
I gotta go revisit.
Oh, you Hear My Dear.
No, Hear My Dear is it. Hear My Dear is it.
And that's the one. That's the one.
That
and I was in heavy heartbreak when I listened to that. He was just like talking about her calling the cops on him. It was just, he ran the whole thing down. It's really, really good. Yeah, so that would be my top 5.
Hear My Dear. Wow. Let's make a Voltron. You're super R&B artists, and you're gonna get the characteristics from any artist, dead or alive, to make this super R&B artist. We need the vocal, the performance style, the styling, and then the passion of the artist. To make your super R&B artist, we need one vocal. Whose vocal are you going to
Jasmine
get?
Sullivan.
All right. Knew that was coming.
Quick. Oh, yeah. Who else?
I'm worried about that.
Yeah.
Something wrong with her.
In the right way.
What? Something wrong. She make wrong sound so good.
Goodness gracious.
Performance style.
Prince. It's raw. It's sensual. You know, it's passionate.
He gave Rick James.
Yeah, literally.
Hell. Hey, tell that little boy to chill the fuck out.
But he stole it. I went back and looked to see. I looked at the things when I was younger. I looked at where you could see what came out at what time. And I remember studying Prince so much at a certain time. And his first album was nothing like after he went on tour with Rick James, and he took all of that, but he took it and he did what he's supposed to do with it.
You learn better and you do better.
Yeah.
This is you find out where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
Like that trial.
I bet you won't get naked on the horse.
Yeah, but
that's what he said to Rick.
Yeah.
I know how far you gonna go. But
you go this far?
You go this far?
Because I'm here. This horse hair hurt.
Are you gonna make an album that you can only press play? You can't skip to another record. No, you listen to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Prince was before.
Are you going to make a movie?
Are you going to make a movie?
It's only been like 3-4 artists that have done that.
Successfully.
We're not talking about, this. Listen, Tubi be paying niggas, I heard, though, so I ain't going to shout out Tubi. I'll take y'all money. But, like, because during the holiday, the family at my house, and we started watching Get Rich or Die Trying.
Love that movie.
And I'm like, what the bro?
Yep.
This is too good.
It's really good.
Yep.
But the same guy who did The Sopranos is the guy who wrote the screenplay with him for Get Rich or Die Trying, which I didn't know.
He's telling his story like Prince was telling his story.
Right. But they were smart enough
to get the people
to get the right people in place.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones did the score for Get Rich or Die Trying.
Word. Did
not know that till I seen it on the credits.
Wow.
But it's only a few people.
Yeah.
Eminem pulled it off. 50 pulled it off. Prince pulled it off.
And all three of their story. And I think that's, yes, you have to get the writers. I think the base of it is that they had a real story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Styling of the artist. This should be fun.
And this is singing styling?
The drip. No.
The drip.
The drip of the artist. The uniform of the artist.
Diana Ross.
Classic.
Yeah.
Generations.
Yeah, just distinctive.
Always, I just seen something with her popped up the other day on my timeline. I'm like, she flies.
But you know what that comes from? Bob Mackie. She had someone, she didn't pick the next new biggest stylist that came out. That they stuck with their people, and her and Bob Mackie rocked out. And I'm blessed that I have a best friend who's a stylist, so we keep it consistent. We've been doing this since high school. You know what I mean? I think sometimes when it comes to that kind of thing, you can't just always run to the next biggest person. You kind of got to stay loyal to this thing you're building. And they did that.
Yeah.
With Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
Absolutely. No, she was fly.
Yeah.
She is fly.
Till this day.
Pure elegance. High level.
Yes.
Business.
And influential.
Yeah.
100%.
Got fly kids.
fly
Yeah,
churn.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just at a party. I was
Really
at a party with Evan.
really
like, a
fly
couple weeks
kids.
ago. I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, you fly, nigga.
I'm just gonna tell you.
Effortlessly though.
Right.
Fly, nigga.
Just in their blood.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way to make that mother proud.
The passion of the artist, the heart of the artist.
Beyonce. Beyonce looks
All the
like
passion.
she eats it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you said that.
Yeah, she looks like
She-
she just
Ain't fucking around
No.
from sun up to sundown.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did I just rhyme that?
Yeah, you did. That was good. That boy good.
My vibes. My vibes is right. Since you are a songwriter, who's writing for this artist?
R. Kelly. R. Kelly's an amazing songwriter. R. Kelly's an amazing songwriter, and the reason being, I will say this,
You ain't saying nothing wrong.
because he spans all the fields. He can give you pop records.
Anything.
He
Party
can give you
records.
party records.
Hood
He can
records.
give you hood records. He can give you love making records. He can give
Sex.
you love records.
Graduation records.
Graduation records. He can give you inspirational
Funeral records.
two-stepping records.
Everything.
He got it covered.
Everything.
One of the greatest songwriters to ever live, in my opinion.
100%
Everything.
agree.
Everything.
Call it like you see it.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Look at this shit. I ain't saying no names. 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 Who you was? Who you was with?
Yeah.
What you did? Don't say
Hey.
shit. I ain't saying no name.
So we had a very, very important part of the show.
Very pivotal.
Very, very pivotal, as you would say.
Tell 'em.
Segment of the show called I Ain't Saying No Name.
Okay.
Where you tell us a story, funny or fucked up, or funny and fucked up.
Okay.
The only rule to the game is you can't say no name.
Okay. I got a few of those.
Come on, Lord.
So when I first started out, I was going on tour, and I told you I had never really done a show. So going on tour, and let's be clear, my sister is my management. We've been like this for the whole time. We both were new booty. We knew there was nothing going on. So the label gives us money to put together a band and everything. There were certain people that were pretty, well known for doing it at the time, putting together bands, MDs, all this stuff. There's this guy that we gave the money to put it all together. I ain't gonna say his name, but this nigga took my money and just left. Just took the money. We had rehearsal. He just did not show up. One person in the band that he put together came. I'll say his name, Mr. Wild Jones, who's an amazing arranger, producer, and MD. He came and he kind of like helped me but I had to go get some more money
Yeah.
because they took the money, right? So then he goes and gets people. It's my first time going out on the road. He goes and get people. He pulls together a really great band. But the day, maybe 2 days before it was time to go out on the road, the guy that we didn't rehearse with all this time, and keep in mind, I don't know how to just pull things together like I can now.
Yeah.
I'm just new booty, right? And so the guy goes to jail.
Which guy?
One of the guys in the band.
The new band
the
that's
new
been
band.
put
The new
together.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes to jail, but we got to leave tomorrow or the next day or something like that. I can't really find somebody else
To replace him.
to replace him. So I go bail him out because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. Now I wouldn't do that. But back then, that's what I thought I was supposed to do. So cool. So I got him out. Now we go and we do the first show. We're doing a song produced by Raphael Sadiq in which he is playing bass. What kind of bass does Raphael play, you guys? Regular bass. He doesn't play key bass. It's time. There's like this pew, 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 bass thing. I turn around. It's my first time, maybe my fourth time ever being on stage. First show of the tour. I'm in front of these killers, right? I turn around and this nigga then forgot his bass and he's only playing key bass. I want to throw the whole experience away. I had my money. So he got fired. Never, and he's my friend. He knows who he is. He's my friend. Still my friend to this day. But this was the beginning of me having an experience of like going out here on the road and having to deal with band members and music directors. And I was green and I was a mark and they got me. And y'all know who you are. And when one of them, the one that took my money, see me, act like.
Oh, you never got that money back?
Never got the money back.
You ever seen the guy?
Yes, I saw him at the homie house one time because he be with the homie.
He be with the homie.
Oh, no.
So I see him at the house and he goes like he's talking to me like everything normal. And I'm like, okay, cool. As soon as he like, you know that nigga stole my money, right? I'm like, that nigga stole my money. And like, it's like, did you do this so much that you forgot everybody you stole from?
Probably.
I want my money.
I want my money.
There's your camera right there.
I want my money back.
Yeah.
I want all of it with interest. Yeah, stole my money. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Like
That's
my
sick.
start out was just like, this is pure hell. You gotta know you want it.
Right.
Yep.
Because I was like, this ain't fun. This is not cool.
It's not fun.
They're mean over here.
Yeah.
They're mean over here. It's not fun and people are mean.
People are mean.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Look
Great
at you.
experiences that taught you, how to be a shark with the sharks,
Look at you now.
They got me.
Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
We really
Thank you for
appreciate
running
it.
up
You
on
are
me at the
nuts.
party. He was like, so I ain't coming on there? Yes, you are. I've been looking for you.
I feel like you the crazy one, you the calm. It's perfect. Absolutely
And we
perfect.
switch sometimes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but it ain't good if we switch. If he crazy,
It's
it's
Because
not
his
good.
crazy is fun.
My crazy is fun.
My crazy is dangerous.
Yeah.
somebody might get killed.
Yeah.
Or hurt
No,
really
we not
badly.
gonna say that on the pod.
Hurt really badly?
We're not trying to hurt
Okay.
you.
Yeah, we're not trying to
Alright.
hurt nobody.
That's why I try to say calm.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Yeah. So it's a balance.
Okay.
We both crazy?
Oh,
Oh man. God bless a child. But you, I love everything about you.
thank you.
Like I said in the beginning, you're super dope. Your energy is very much needed, almost required in a sense. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Those stories and those things that you've been through, and the amount of time that you've put into this, and the way you're still standing in it. Like people need to hear that, and people need to see that. Period.
you.
And that's going to continue to inspire generations.
I pray so.
Yeah, we're happy that we can help people see it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank y'all for what y'all doing.
Come on now.
We appreciate you.
And listen, anytime. We here.
The safe place.
The safe place.
Safe place.
Anytime. We here for you. Whatever you
I
need.
love it. I
We ain't
love
going
it.
nowhere. New music,
Yes.
new album,
Yes.
all that.
I'm going to come scoot on between y'all and get on this.
Come on, yeah. Yeah, maybe sing a little bit. You know, we got time.
Yes.
We got time.
Yes.
My name is Tank,
I'm jvalentine.
and this is the R&B Money Podcast, the authority
Yes, sir.
on all things R&B. Just dope. Just essence. Just
All of it.
elegance. Just
Yeah.
sexy. Just fly. And talented.
Thank you.
Teedra Moses.
Thank you very much.